Hi everyone, good morning. So today let us begin our first chapter, Reaping Gold from Soil. I hope all of you understood the introductory part that we had in last class. If you have any sort of doubt, please clarify it then and there itself without any hesitation. Before going to today's class, let me ask you certain things. I hope all of you are fine, aren't you? I wish to see all your faces in front of me while I am taking this class. But due to current scenario, we are unable to do the same. Hopefully, we will resume our regular classes soon. Let us pray for everyone out there who are seeking medical attention due to corona. And all of you kindly take all the precautions that the health authorities are putting forward as a part of it. And please avoid traveling unless it is that important. I request you not to go outside, okay? You should be really careful. Now let us talk regarding something else. From last April itself, you are at your home, right? Oh, sorry, not from last April. By the end of March itself, the school has been closed and you are at your home. And even now, you are having lot of free time. Let me ask you one question. Be sincere, okay? Be true to yourself. Don't lie. How did you spend all this time, all this free time? Were you just sitting in front of TV? Or in front of a computer and playing PC games? Or reading novels? Or just sitting idle? What were you doing? Or did you went anywhere else? Okay, each one of you are having different answers. Let me ask you another question. Any one of you have a kitchen garden? Those who are having, answer my questions. What are the vegetables that you farm in your kitchen garden? Is it really big? Is the kitchen garden really big? I also have a small kitchen garden. Here we grow lady's finger, tomato, pea, 2 varieties of spinach, 2 varieties of brinjal, moringa leaves, taro leaves. Then what else? Yeah, snake gourd, bitter gourd, ash gourd and cucumber. Usually, I won't get much time to spend in the kitchen garden. But this time, due to corona and lockdown, I was able to spare a few minutes every day in the kitchen garden. And this time, I planted some really good varieties of mango and coconut in between the plants that I already had in the kitchen garden. The specialities of the new plants that I have in my kitchen garden is that they are dwarf varieties, and regarding mango, you should know that it will flower throughout the year and it is also dwarf. Do you know the meaning of dwarf? Dwarf means a shortage in height. I can say it like that for you to understand it well. You know that our local coconut varieties, it will be very taller, right? We will not be able to climb that tree. It is that much tall. But the dwarf varieties won't be that much tall. And the mango tree, it is dwarf as well as it flower throughout the year, which means even a child can pluck the mango from the tree. I was really surprised to hear all these specific properties of the plant from the shopkeeper. How do you think all these becomes possible? Is it a miracle? Even you might have noticed some rose plants or hibiscus or China rose plants bearing flowers of different colors. Have you seen such plants? How is this possible? Is it a magic or something? Of course not. And also, you might or your parents might have experienced certain issues while they were farming. The most common issues they might have experienced will be regarding insect bites, which decay the vegetable, or I can say it spoil the vegetable and it won't grow up. The other issues may be regarding the yield, it may be short. The opposite can also happen. We dump this waste water and other waste from kitchen below some plants. We know it is a good manner. It may contain the seeds of various vegetables and other waste materials. and it will be left there. We won't be noticing it anymore. And after a few days, while if you pass through that place where you dump these waste, you may have seen some plants emerging out, and you left it unnoticed. You didn't give any importance to it and you left it unnoticed. Maybe after a few days, you may have seen some new vegetables sprouting over. That too in larger quantities, bigger ones. Actually, we are not providing any fertilizer or manure or something else, but it is growing its own and is giving good yield. This can also happen. How is this possible? We are not giving any manure or fertilizer, or we are not trying to repel the insects and all, but it is giving good yield. On the other hand, in the kitchen garden, for those plants, we are giving enough nutrients, manure and everything else, but it is not growing well. It is not giving good yield, and also these insect problems are there. What should we do? Or where should we begin this topic? Now, this chapter discusses regarding such things which have to be noticed as a part of basics for farming. Just like analyzing the seed quality, analyzing the quality of soil, analyzing the conditions prevailing, or the various methods of growing the plants, or the precautions which can be taken in order to prevent the problems that we are facing usually in the farmland, which are quite useful and important while we are expecting a good yield from farming. So let us begin our chapter. You can see in the first page of the chapter itself, a child, he is expressing his doubt. What is it? A pumpkin vine that sprouted on its own in the backyard of the kitchen was ready to spread. I made a furrow around it. I manured and watered it. It grew well but yielded only 2 or 3 pumpkins. As I told you, here that child, he himself had given all the things that the plant require. He have given enough manure, he has watered it, he gave the support for it to climb above and all. But he didn't get enough yield, a good yield. You only get 3 pumpkins from it. So one thing is sure, just with enough manure, water and some facilities which you are providing, a plant may not be able to give good yield. There are certain other conditions also in order to get good yield. What are they? Fertile soil, favorable climate, quality seeds and planting material. First one, fertile soil. Yeah, it is a must. For the plant to grow well and to give good yield, fertile soil is a must. But even if the soil is not fertile, or even if it lacks some fertility, you can add manure and you can make it up, no problem. Second, favorable climate. We are not having any hold on to it. Okay, we can't change it. For example, we cannot grow apple here in our locality as easily as one can grow the same in Kashmir or some other regions of India. Right? We may be able to grow many things easily here. But some other persons from some other localities, they won't be able to grow the plants there easily. This happens because the climate is an important condition or factor which affects the farming of each plant. Some may require humid climate, some may require more temperature, some may require a dry climate and all. It depends on each plant. Next comes quality seeds and planting material. Even after good climate or with good fertile soil and all, a plant may not be able to sprout and give good yield. This is because all the properties of the plant lies inside the seed. Therefore, a good quality seed is a must for better yield and desired properties. We are beginning with that topic, seed quality. We can actually get good quality seeds by two ways. One is to directly purchase it from a government or private owned outlets. These outlets are usually called as plant nurseries. We can directly purchase it from there. One benefit of purchasing from a government owned nursery is that we will be paying lesser amounts than that we are paying at private outlets. These outlets are usually called as plant nurseries. You might have visited few plant nurseries. We have visited together to a plant nursery. Do you remember our visit to Anakayam? I hope all of you remember. Did you purchase anything from there on that day? No? Then you should. Okay, after this lockdown period, you should go there and purchase a plant with desired properties, a plant with properties that you're looking for. You can ask every details to the executive standing there. He will explain, he or she will explain without any hesitation. Okay, so today let me wind the topics here. You go through the chapter and see what all things we are going to see in the next class. So, what are we seeing now? We are actually seeing the basics of farming or the basic things which you have to give importance to get good yield from farming. In this chapter, we will be also discussing the precautions to be taken. As I discussed earlier, we will be also seeing the things which we have to do in order to get good yield as well as in order to protect that yield. We should also know that. Okay. We will see in next class. Before that, if you have any sort of doubt in today's class or if you need clarification on anything, you just message me. Okay, we will see next video. Thank you.